me tell you a story.
Welcome to My Skeptical Sister.
I'm Megan, the skeptical one.
I'm Erin the Believer. Go ahead. I was about to say something, but you looked ready.
I was too. I was just going to say spring is in the air
Okay.
because I was walking over here tonight, and what took me so long is searching for a crying baby.
Oh,
And you know
no.
what I found?
Was it a cat?
It was a cat
Oh my gosh, that's so creepy. Was
in
it a creepy
heat.
cat?
No, just totally a cat.
What did it sound like? Good impression.
Um, like that. A
Ew.
crying baby. It stopped me in my tracks. I was in the middle of your street.
Oh my gosh.
Our street. It's shared street. It's a shared street. But I stopped. I stopped and was like, "Oh, what? There's a baby outside somewhere." It
Yeah.
was so real.
This is what proves that you are a skeptic because my first thought, I think, would be like, oh, it's a baby. And my second thought would be like, it's a trap. It's like a like a maybe it's a
Oh,
trap by a person or maybe it's like a fairy
look,
trap.
I
They're
feel like
getting
I
me
would
in
take
there.
him down. I have,
You
I
take
guess,
down those little
false
fairies? No, you
confidence.
wouldn't.
I would swat at them so hard they wouldn't even know what came at them. I'd look ridiculous doing it, but I would win in the end. False confidence,
Okay.
it gets me nowhere, but I still have it. It's still there. I walked down our street.
Wow.
That's how convincing the sound was. And
Oh,
I stopped and I listened and it was quiet.
yeah. I
Uh,
almost wish you sent me a text. Come outside.
oh, I should have. I didn't even think about it. It was just so in the moment. And then I walked 2 doors down and this cat is just pacing. And I thought, maybe it's the cat,
Yeah.
maybe not. So I waited for another few minutes. And sure enough, then the cat started making that sound.
Oh.
Which was kind of, like, validating. I was like, I've heard the stories of cats making that sound. I've never watched a cat make that sound. They totally sound like a baby crying when they're in heat.
Animals are so weird.
They are. They do strange things, but it was kinda cool to watch it. And then it was also this is why I'm also a skeptic, because that would be super creepy if I never investigated. Like,
Yeah.
there's our whole like, neighborhood is haunted by a crying baby. No, it's just a little black cat in heat. Bless its heart.
Oh. Oh, I like little black
Oh, I
cats.
know. It was very sweet. I didn't wanna take it home, but I liked it. I was like, "I wish
Yeah.
you well. I hope you get laid." I feel like that's what you might be after. Good luck.
Oh.
Godspeed.
What a good message for everyone. I wish you well and I hope you get laid.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you're looking for and it sounded like that's what she wanted, go for it. Good luck.
Get it, girl.
Get it. Get it.
Well, we have spent literally all day together.
Yeah, really, for real.
We also spent a good part of yesterday together too.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about yesterday, yeah. Yeah, what are we
Yeah.
gonna talk about tonight other than cats and heat?
Well, that's it. That's what our new podcast
Our
is
new
about.
podcast.
We're now a veterinarian podcast. No, I've got question. I need advice.
Oh,
Not
you
from you.
know I love
It's
giving
not from you.
advice.
It's
Oh,
not from you. It's
oh,
from our
shit.
people.
Damn, you gotta be so excited.
I
Okay.
know, but I want to know how they want to see this done because Rue gave us a suggestion of what to cleanse my room with,
Oh, okay.
and I have it, and it's been taunting me for weeks.
Oh,
It's like
yes.
a rosemary herb bundle.
Mhm, mhm.
It looks really cool. It looks a little witchy, and I like that.
Love it.
But I don't know what I'm doing, and I know you're going to be there with me. I'm embarrassed to tell Kevin what it is, so he does not know what that package is. Weird that he has not asked.
That's what
I
I was gonna ask. He's not at all
doesn't care.
curious?
He's the least nosy person I know. I don't know how we have made it this long.
That's so weird to me.
It would kill me to see a package that says fragile that's been on our kitchen counter for a
Yeah.
couple weeks now, and he has not once mentioned it.
That's so have your girls? Are they what is that?
No, nobody has. I don't know who these people are.
Wait, are we the only 2 that can see it? Is this is this some sort of weird magical power?
Oh, that's
That's
amazing.
because that seems very unlikely that
I
none of
know.
your girls, like, even the ones that read can
Yeah, and Penelope, her favorite thing in the whole wide world
are
is to open
packages.
packages.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, regardless of the fact that they don't know what's in there, I want us to cleanse the room.
Yeah.
I don't know. First of all, I don't really know how to cleanse it, and I'm gonna make you be there with me, and
Oh, I
you're
better be.
gonna laugh at me. So I would like to have either do we do this as a TikTok? Do we do
Okay,
this as a live event?
okay.
What do people want to
Is
see?
it Patreon only? Is it exclusive?
Right, because I'm gonna need people. This is why I don't want to do TikTok. I need people being like, no, 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 go back. you did that corner wrong or something
Oh.
like that.
Yeah, because you really believe it. I'm like, why?
Yeah,
Why would that matter?
it has kind of settled. I haven't really heard or felt anything in a little
Mhm,
while.
mhm.
That doesn't mean don't sound all
Oh, no, I didn't. I
you
just said,
did.
"Mhm, mhm. Okay, I'm
Mhm,
listening."
mhm. That's what you did. Mhm. You gave a look.
I did
It's
not.
it was a visual that I saw, less than a audible, but it was there.
I'm
There
sorry.
was some
Let me,
judgment.
gain composure and try that again. Oh, really? It's been quiet for a while now?
It's been a little
Interesting.
more quiet, yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
I have been sleeping with the windows open. Maybe that's like,
It let a spirit out.
yeah, that's right. Just like last week. I closed my door
So,
and I opened my window and it
wait.
let the spirit out.
So what I'm hearing is we can roast a chicken with that rosemary. The spirit's been let out. It's chicken time.
All right. Yeah, there you go. We really just I need our people to tell us how you want to see it done.
Okay.
And I want your advice. And we'll roast some chicken.
So maybe we should put a little poll on Facebook after
Okay.
we release this episode and people can vote. Do you want a
Okay.
TikTok? Do you want a live feed? We're going to
Yeah.
have to figure that shit out. I don't know how
We've
to do
done it.
that.
I know how to do that.
Okay. Or do you want it Patreon only? Patreons are like Patreon only.
Yeah, and our little Patreon group got 2 new Patreons this week.
Hey guys, come on in
I know.
here.
Welcome back, Julia
Yes, thank you, Julia, for coming on back.
and Millie.
Oh, I love the name Millie
I
too.
know, isn't it cute?
It's so Julia is too. So cute. Cute names. You just don't hear many Millies. Millie is a name you don't hear often, but I love it. Thank you, Millie. Thank you, Julia. Thank you, all of our Patreons. It helps us so much,
Yeah,
especially Rue.
I know. You can't tell. I can't tell you guys the relief I have on Rue editing weeks. I'm like, which is one of these weeks. I'm like, whew, I don't
Mhm.
have to worry about anything.
And we can mess up left and right.
I know, which we have been taken advantage of tonight. Plus, we failed to mention that our big hangout was with our other sister where we drank a whole lot. So
Oh yeah.
we were a little tipsy before, and then we came home for a little bit,
We had a
sobered up a little
break.
bit,
We had a break. It
and
was a
now we're
short
back
break.
at it. So good luck, Rue. May the
Godspeed.
force be with you.
Yeah, we love you.
You know, what's that Hunger Games
Oh
signal?
yeah, the mockingbird
Do,
symbol.
do, do, do.
There, we have a mockingbird the other day in our neighborhood,
We don't have a mocking J though, and that's what's in.
but the mockingbird.
Yeah,
Wait, is the mockingjay a different bird?
it's only specific to the
Oh,
Hunger
but
Games.
it's
But yeah.
based off of the
Yeah.
mockingbird that. Well, that's just stupid. They should have just called it a mockingbird.
No,
Whatever, it's fine.
the whole you haven't read the books. It's
Nope,
fine.
have not.
The whole
That's
point
my
is that they
mo.
made this little like bird that could spy on people, and then they ended up mating with
Oh,
mockingbirds.
oh.
It's a whole
Well, now
point.
why did they leave that out of the
They
movie?
didn't. You're just not paying
Oh,
attention. I'm
yep,
pretty sure it's in the movie.
that's also my MO. I
Okay.
don't pay attention and I don't read. Yep, that's me. That's just in a nutshell, that's who I am. But the other day our window was open and early in the morning I heard this it would sounded exactly like Hunger Games.
Oh wow, that's weird.
I mean, not exactly. It was just like it's just kind of the same tone like over and over again. I was like,
Yeah.
that is a mockingbird. It is mocking something that it hears over and over again. Felt like I was in the Hunger Games for a minute. It was great. Anyway, let's
Oh,
go back.
you should. I don't ever want to feel like I'm in the Hunger Games.
Oh no, but I love to feel like Jennifer Lawrence. I'm like, oh,
Well,
I love
sure.
to feel like an actress within a movie of the Hunger Games.
Oh,
That would be great.
that sounds horrible to me too. You know how my fear of fame.
Well, I'm not you. Me, I'm like, let's blow this up. Red carpet, where are we gonna go?
Oh man, she's from here. Maybe she'll get us in.
Maybe. Yeah.
They've already made all the movies though, so that'd be weird.
Well, once they meet me and my laying in my bedroom listening to the Mockingbird Jay, it'll things
What's happening
I
right
don't
now?
know. A new movie will be inspired. You know
Okay.
what's happening? All those drinks you mentioned before, I was like, oh yeah, I did have those, and now they're
And
all
you just
catching up.
remembered to be drunk?
Yep, here we go. Okay, I'll simmer down. And then now, what are we gonna do now?
I think now we're gonna get started on our stories.
Let's
We talked for a freaking long time last week,
Yeah,
so
we need
let's
to
just
cut that
go
out.
for it.
Yeah, also so sorry about all that. I just apologized to Rue separately. She's gonna edit all that. I'll apologize to all of you all. Erin knows this because she knows me
Oh
more
yeah.
better than anybody. When I get very intoxicated and I feel passionate about a subject,
Yeah, she'll pick one subject and she'll come back to that. She'll circle back to that all night.
kind of like Ellie circling all night.
Ellie, go lay down. Go lay down.
She's like, "What? I'm doing a Megan impersonation."
Oh,
Because that's what I do. Boy, I've probably lost a lot of friends that way.
no, I bet you have not. Because you're also a good listener
When
when
I need to
you
be,
don't have anything to say.
or when I've not been drinking. When I
Yeah.
don't have anything to say. When is that?
Well,
When is that?
I haven't come across it yet, but I'm sure it'll happen. I'm banking them up.
Oh my gosh, that's
Just
hilarious.
kidding.
When you don't have anything to say. Oh, I always have something to say. But I do listen and then I have something to say.
Yes.
I feel like
You can tell that you have picked the most perfect profession for you because
I'll get real
usually
passionate about
usually
education.
when you drink, we end up talking about teaching all night.
Oh, God love you
Which
for
listen,
sticking in there
I
with
can
me.
talk about teaching for a while, but it's not usually what I want to talk about when I'm
Oh, it's my
a little
passion.
drunk and
I
you're
get real
whoop.
passionate.
Oh girl, I know.
Yeah, I know
There
you
was
know.
one time she went on and on. It was so weird.
I am so sorry. Aaron will never let me live that down.
No,
And
not
that's kind of
ever.
what I did on the last podcast. My apologies to all.
No, it was good. I thought it was good.
Okay, well, here we go.
We're gonna move right into a story.
Let's do it.
And it's by Rue.
Oh, yes,
This is
Rue.
our hey Rue. Sorry you had to edit last week. We're gonna read
Oh,
your story now.
yeah, absolutely. Let's bump you on up because we owe you one.
That's
Last
right.
week was pretty messy.
Okay, so Rue says, "Hey Skeptic Squad, I owe you a story about a time slip, so I'm paying up.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm paying up, and this time you won't even have to speak German."
Oh, that's always a great plus.
I'm from Kansas City, and in addition to our Chiefs, heyo, our
Heyo.
barbecue, and our cameo in The Last of Us, we have a pretty fascinating story.
Hmm.
I'll leave out the bootlegger tunnels that lead to the river for some other time.
No, put
Some other
that
time.
back in.
Some
Okay,
other time,
well,
we get it later.
as long as you promise to write that back in.
That's right. For this story, we're heading to the 18th of Vine District, Kansas City's slice of the Great Migration history.
Wow.
The district was a thriving black neighborhood during segregation. So that brings us to the Wheatley Provident Hospital.
Hmm.
This hospital was established by and for the black community of Kansas City and served patients from 1902 to 1972.
Hmm.
It was a teaching hospital, one of the few in our country that educated black doctors and nurses.
Oh, that's awesome.
The hospital changed throughout the years, operating as a sanatorium and a children's ward. Gen Xer Kansas Cityans will remember this building as either the asylum or Dr. Deadly's haunted hospital
Oh, wow.
for haunted house attractions that occupied it in the 80s and 90s, which were very much not up to code because the building was left to despair.
Hmm. It
Okay,
sounds like Waverly in the very beginning.
right, exactly. Ugh.
Oh, I mean, not the very, very beginning, but the very beginning of it being abandoned.
Right before it got
Yeah.
its I don't know, reboot.
Yeah. Yeah. Reboot.
Okay, history lesson over. Geez, this Rue girl is such a buzzkill.
Oh, no, Rue. You
Get out
save
of
us
here.
all the time.
Picture this, picture this, Italy, Sicily. Okay, picture this, a hot Midwestern summer night. You and your best friend are 16 or 17 years old with a driver's license, no supervision, and nothing to do.
We just talked about this tonight with our
About
other
our niece.
sister about our niece. She is living her best life,
I
being young
know.
and reckless, and we're all terrified now as the adults. But also, there's a big part of me
Yeah.
that I'm like, oh, she is living the life.
Remember those days?
I miss them.
That's when I used to drag race.
What?
No, we talked about this before. Remember? I used to race. We've talked about this on the pod.
What are you talking about?
We've talked about it on the pod.
You drag
I
raced?
used to race in high
Oh,
school.
yes. So reckless, so stupid.
So stupid. Don't do that.
I just would steal mom's car from time to time and go out. Not recklessly, just,
Sure, safely stealing
mhm.
cars,
Fun.
grand theft, whatever.
Fun, fun,
It's
fun.
fine.
Fun times.
But you're also too chicken to do drugs and party. Oh, this is my life story. And your 12-year-old sister is in tow. If you're
Hmm.
me, that means you drive around the scariest building you can find to look for ghosts. Oh,
Nice.
that's
I
so cute.
love it.
Like, I'm too scared to get in actual trouble, but let's
Yeah,
go
but we'll do
ghost
something
hunting.
risky and fun.
That's right.
I love it.
A little bit of danger. I'd been by the WP a few times during the day and felt the vibe. So we
Hmm.
cruised through the muggy midnight air to the 18th and Vine district. Remember the whole left to despair part? This was not our best idea, as the hospital was sometimes used as a spot for less than savory activities.
I bet. That would be me on that end, the less than safe.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I'd
go
be the
ahead.
one like beep, 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 driving
Yeah,
around, and you're like,
turn those headlights off. Things are going on down here.
no, not
You're
that
right.
bad.
You're right. I wasn't that bad back then.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Our very smart, very safe idea, question mark. We wouldn't get out of the car. Oh, to be young and dumb again. I hadn't been able to find the right cross streets, and we'd driven around through the buzzing jazz district. We gave up. My sister really wanted us to try to find it, so we circled back. By this time, the neighborhood is dead quiet. This
Hmm.
time, I find the hospital immediately, but it feels charged, like a static electricity is over everything.
Oh my gosh, Rue, you're such a good author.
I know.
The midnight muggy air.
I know. I'm there. I
Ugh,
can sense it. And I love that like
it's charged. Like,
she's 4 years older than her little sister. Like this is you and
yeah,
me.
yeah, it is.
I idle very slowly in my mom's PT Cruiser up to the building. We're all looking up in the broken out windows, able to see straight through to the night sky on the other side. My sister saw a black figure block out one of them. That was the first time she'd ever seen anything. She usually hears ghosts, but doesn't typically see them.
Oh, tell us more about that,
Sounds like
Rue.
sister needs to write in, Rue.
Yes.
But what catches me and my friend's eye is the courtyard. It's overflowing with plants, big ones, elephant ears 7 or 8 feet high, crops too, completely jungle-esque.
Wow.
I love elephant ear
Oh,
plants.
I do too. I want to plant some.
Me too. I tap the brakes to stop so we can look for a while, and because of course they squeak. At this, a black man in 1920s or 30s looking overalls stands up from behind one of the plants. Oh my
Mm-mm,
gosh.
mm-mm.
He has a rake in his hand. I think he was clearing under the plants. He looks deeply at me. It's not an evil stare, but it is a protective one.
And mind you, this is in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that's not the time for garden work, man.
Oh,
It's a look that says, you know, you have no business here.
oh wow.
Oh, I just
Oh
got
wow.
chills.
Hmm.
My friend Allie says that she couldn't make out anything other than his silhouette, but that she felt them make eye contact. Oh my gosh, that's creepy. And it felt like he could read her mind and that he didn't want us there.
Oh wow. So she almost felt like she could read him as
Yeah,
well.
like they had
A
an
moment.
unspoken connection. Oh, so creepy. My sister sensed the vibe changed and was like, "Can we go?" And Allie and I were like, "Yes."
Yeah, let's do that.
I put the car back in gear and it stalls.
No. Oh no,
Oh,
that's not fair. Like a presence is telling you you need to go,
yeah.
but then you're not allowed to go?
No, no,
No,
no.
that's not fair.
Also, Rue put in that little dot dot dot, so I should have paused, but I was too excited.
That's called ellipses.
Ellipses, thank
Yeah.
you. And it stalls. Break there. Man,
Oh, and then you
yikes.
stalled on the word ellipses. It's just all
Oh my gosh, it's the night of
scary.
stalls. I'm able to restart it with no problem, but it felt like a warning that we shouldn't be there. I zoom off and want to go home, but it feels like something is with us.
Oh
We
no.
went to the gas station to get some sleepover snacks and try to let the energy dissipate. The minute we opened the doors, it was like the spell was broken.
Hmm.
We went in and grabbed way too much snacks and got back in the car. The vibe was better, but not perfect. We
Hmm.
got back to my house and I smoke cleansed the three of us and my car.
Oh,
And we
Rue really
did,
is an expert.
I know.
Rue just knew right what
That's
to
why
do.
Rue told me what to get.
From the age of what, 16?
Yes,
Wow, that's amazing, Rue.
I know. And we did sleepover things, which kind of sounds like you already did. That's like perfect. Ghost hunting, sleepover things. Come on.
Yeah, but Rue is like that mature person that you go to a sleepover with that's like, chill, I got this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Rue's
grab
not going to
the
get you haunted.
no,
She's
Rue's
going to
gonna
take
get
care
you
of it.
out of a haunting.
That's right. That's
It's
who you
I
got to
got this.
invite.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
If
we
we
picked the
can
right one.
bestow any advice to our younger listeners, find a Rue. Find
Find a
somebody
Rue.
who will get you out of that spiritual
Oh yeah,
trouble.
take the bull by the horns and say, we got this. You're fine.
Exactly. The next morning, after dropping my sister off, Allie and I went back. Oh, wow.
The next day,
Yeah.
ballsy. I
Maybe it
love
was
it.
during the day. You got a look that was like, you better get out of here.
Yeah, but we're gonna go back. Well, but they also felt like it followed them. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. We had to see it in the light of day. We found it easily. No vibes,
Mm,
nothing.
hold on. I have a prediction. There's gonna be no plants.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
It was just an abandoned building, but the courtyard was covered in a thin, sad layer of brown grass.
Mm.
No elephant ear plants, no vegetable patch, certainly no one carefully tending to
What?
it. Just sad, dead grass. Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Wow, that is mind-blowing, and there were 3 people that saw it all at once,
Yeah.
3 witnesses.
Yeah.
It happened to all of them. Here's my other thing, when that person saw them, like, let's say it oh, I'm sorry. This is g read the rest of the story.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry.
So
I got itchy to, like, hurry up and do this because it's so good.
it is so good. So I'll let you make up your minds. Personally, I almost wonder if it was a time slip. I've never seen ghost plants before or since then, and this was like nothing I've ever experienced. The way the energy changed and felt crackly as we approached the
Mm.
building felt more impactful than just a ghost sighting.
Oh, wow.
Regardless, I'm sure a PT cruiser full of white girls is not what the poor gentleman wanted to see that night. My,
Either way, time
right.
slip or ghost.
My little sister didn't see anything that Allie and I saw. Didn't see anything?
What? What?
Okay, but she was plenty scared in her own right.
Okay, so
So
I remember the moment in the story when Rue says
Allie
that
saw a figure.
she felt something different.
Allie saw a black silhouette in the window,
Okay,
and usually she only hears ghosts.
right?
But Allie and her saw something. Saw all the plants. Allie and Rue.
What
Okay, I got one more
is
paragraph.
that about? Okay.
Anyway, that was long. You asked, so you received. Scary or not, whatever.
Oh,
This building,
so good.
so scary. This building is really important to my city's history, and there is work being done to save it, with a hope of putting some kind of medical practice into it to honor the history.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm including the website made by the people trying to save the building so you can see pictures and learn more.
Very nice.
Yeah, and we can put that in our show notes. That is so
Absolutely.
cool.
Wow.
Okay, so here we go. We're looking at it here.
Oh my gosh, look at these pictures. Oh, that one looks a little scary.
Yeah, it's just a little, like, hard to see. Oh, this
The
is so
eyes are a
cool.
little pearl like, wow, look at this. Oh, we gotta show everybody this.
Yeah, that is so neat. Man,
Yeah, you keep turning the phone away from me. I'm
I'm
like,
sorry, I'm
let me
sorry.
see what you're
Well,
seeing.
I was gonna put it down, but then I just couldn't. I kept
Yeah,
looking.
don't. That's amazing. Oh,
Oh,
now look at
it's a
that
little
building.
spooky
Yeah, the building
now.
gets spooky with age for sure.
Yeah,
What history, what an amazing story.
right.
Time slips. What do we think about time slips?
In the past, you say you're okay with time
No,
slips.
I know. I just like when I hear a story like that from such a credible source. Oh gosh, as soon as I said it, I was like, "Oh, anybody else who's written in and still
Well,
listens."
somebody you've heard from before.
Somebody that I've like literally communicated with, and I
Right.
feel like, Rue, sorry, I feel like I know you. I feel like you know me. I can envision us talking, but we have not. We haven't. But
Right.
I'm like, wow, that is such a crazy
I
story.
know. Oh,
So, what do you
there's
think?
no way to explain it, all those plants being there, if it's not either time slip or
Yeah,
something paranormal.
yeah. I mean, there's
A
no other
bunch of
way.
dead
I mean,
grass.
okay, okay. If I wanted to go, if I wanted to like come up with like a hardcore explanation, like unless there was some sort of like underground festivity that was going to happen, like it's like top secret, it's going to happen now, and then it's going to go away.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying,
Some of those things happen, like,
but I feel like you would see on this grass, it would be disturbed. It's dead grass, so it's like,
well, okay, for the sake of just like, by the way, I do not believe this, but just for like people who are gonna be those obnoxious assholes, I'll be that obnoxious asshole that's like, I'm gonna just double down and say, I'm not double downing. I think that this was totally a time slip. I think
yeah,
that's incredible. My actually, really, my question was, what do you think causes a time slip? Like when Allie saw it, did that like trigger something? Did that trigger something? Like, what would make a time slip happen?
do you mean the silhouette
The
in the window? Because that
silhouette.
was the sister. Allie was her friend.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sister's name?
Little I don't think we got sister's name.
So,
Sister
sister
saw,
saw the
yeah,
silhouette. Do you think that what triggers it?
I don't know. It's really
Is it 2
interesting.
people seeing each other at the exact time in a time slip that causes it, like,
Yeah, I don't know. It's really interesting to me that they couldn't find the hospital the first go round.
Yeah, that's weird.
And then suddenly it's like, "Oh, it's right there."
Yeah,
How
like,
did we miss
we
that?
we were just there a minute
And their
ago.
goal was to get there, and then the next day found it with no problem.
Oh, that's so weird. It's so weird.
Okay, my argument for not time slip though, or
Okay,
something in addition to a time slip,
okay.
that vibe followed them home until they opened the door.
Yeah, now see, I could debunk that just by ones, when an event happens, any sort of, like, that's a traumatic event, like, what they just went through.
Yeah,
I mean, really, you can say the word traumatic, and it can mean a lot of things, just
right.
something so far outside of the normal
Yeah,
that it causes it to stick with you.
yeah. I wonder, this would be the coolest thing if you like went back and researched pictures. I mean, there are pictures
Like,
on that
what did it look
website,
like back
but
then?
what if you found a picture of that courtyard and it was
Yeah.
full of elephant ears and like tropical plants?
Oh,
Oh
how
my gosh.
wild. And then that asshole skeptic would say, well, they both have seen that. And in that moment, it was like a shared whatever. But I'm not going to be that asshole tonight. I think that it was a time slip. I think that that's a wild
Yeah,
story
it
that
is
is
definitely.
so fascinating and so great that it brings light to everything that happened in that building.
Yeah,
Like that's a really cool side effect of that story is that people can hear about what happened in that building and how monumental that was for
right.
medicine and for Black people and people of color for history. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
for like black doctors, black
Yes.
nurses. That's so cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Wow, that is a crazy story. That is so cool. I'm so glad we got that. And listen, not to shoot my own horn, but I nailed that reading. First read,
did it. Also,
did
did you
pretty
just
good.
say toot your own horn or shoot your own horn? Because I'm pretty sure you said shoot your own horn.
Thought I said two.
Oh, did you? Maybe you did. I'm sorry.
Toot toot.
Toot toot. Yes, Rue. Absolutely great story.
Yes, love it, love it.
Do you love true crime or history or even the paranormal?
Well, we talk about all of that and more, like the Watcher case, the demon who must not be named, black eyed kids, the disappearance of Susan Cox Powell, and so much more.
So join us, two moms, Ashley and Jessica, while we talk about all things odd and eerie on histories and mysteries.
New episodes every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
We're waiting for you.
Okay, so this is from a new author, Carla,
All right. Hi, Carla.
and the title is Paranormal Listener Story: A Need to Pay a Debt.
Ooh, okay.
I see you're looking for paranormal stories. I have one that always gives me chills.
All right.
My aunt is an identical twin. I mean, identical twins right there. Just start
Yeah.
off with that.
Yeah.
That is like
Twins are
instantly.
spooky. If you're a twin and you're listening, know that I think you're spooky.
Also, know that we want stories. Like,
Yeah.
tell us more.
Yeah. While I think you're spooky, I also think you're very cool and I want to know everything about you.
Yeah, and I think that that life would be one of 2 ways. Either it would be amazing,
Uh huh.
you always have that person,
Yeah.
or it would be so annoying that you always have that person.
I think it would probably be both at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. It would go back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
very
feel
good
that way
point.
about you, and we're not even twins.
Yep, good point. Very good point.
Just kidding.
Okay. No, no, it's fine. We can put that out.
You didn't have to agree so hard at my
Yeah,
joke.
I mean, you said it so quick.
Okay.
It's fine. Okay, here we go. So they have always felt slash seen things. One night, my aunt was in bed reading. Her husband was beside her, peacefully sleeping. At the bottom of the bed was all of my uncle's military gear. He was getting ready to leave for training the next morning. My aunt went to set her book down and turn the lights off when she saw movement. She looked down at the end of the bed where all of her husband's gear was and saw a young man standing there.
Oh,
My aunt got nervous and started trying to dig her nail into my uncle's back to wake him.
oh my gosh.
I mean, I love that it's not like shaking. It's
No.
like digging
She's
nails.
like, I will wake you up without any movement. on my
Yeah,
part.
yeah, like, I'm gonna dig my nail to get you to wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
also
smart.
like how Carla was like, "Oh, so they see things." And then it was like instantly something
Oh,
way scarier
let me
than just
tell you what they see.
okay.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah.
It's not
So,
like, "Oh, I feel like my arm hurts," and then I found out that my sister blah blah blah. No, it's like, and then they're twins, so they see dead people.
obviously, that's
Duh.
what twins do.
Which is why you're spooky, twins.
Yeah, right? No, I would love to hear all of twin stories.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I could live in that world. Even if it's not paranormal or even that freaky, I just want to know all about it.
Yes, it's fascinating.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. But he wouldn't wake. The young man was wearing a military uniform. He placed his hands in the air and to try to calm her.
Oh.
He pointed
Oh
to
no, so he
something.
knows she can
So he knows that she's upset.
and that she can see him.
Yep.
Ugh.
He pointed to something in his hand, then to my uncle's bag, then to my uncle, like he's trying to tell her something
Yeah.
about the uncle.
What could that be? I live in your bag.
I'm a little person in your bag. Then he vanished. My uncle finally woke, and my aunt told him. My uncle instantly started freaking out and yelling, "No, no, 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 no." He ran to his bag, and a quarter was laying on it. My uncle made some phone calls and found out that one of his soldiers died in a motorcycle crash.
Oh my god.
The last time my uncle and the soldier had been together, the soldier was short a quarter on the vending machine. My uncle gave it to him, and the young man said, "I'll pay you back. My
Oh,
mom always told me to pay back my debts." And
oh
he
my
did.
gosh. Oh no. That's so sad.
It is. It is one of those sentimental things that I do not want to touch at all.
It's so weird that the aunt couldn't wake him up when
Yeah.
he was there. It was almost like something was preventing him from waking up to see it himself.
Yeah. A lot. Well, there's a lot of things in there that golly, it's one of those stories that it's so tough to go into as a skeptic
Yeah.
because there's a lot of emotion there.
But in your defense, this is the niece writing about it, about her uncle's soldier friend. So while it is very sentimental and sweet, it's not that sentimental to Clara. So you can go ahead and try.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Because to me, I would
Okay.
say the fact that the uncle almost couldn't wake up was the
Mhm.
soldier being like, I know his wife can see me. And
Yeah.
I want this message to get across. But maybe if he's also awake, she's not going to be able to see me.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I'm not strong enough for that. I'm not here enough for that.
Yeah.
I need to send this message. And I know that
Through someone.
yeah, and she could see it as long as she's by herself.
Mhm.
So I'm
Mhm.
just going to let her know. I don't want to freak her out.
Mhm.
I'm going to be really calm. I'm going to calm her.
Mhm.
But I'm going to try to get my point across. And then
Hmm.
it's like as soon as he vanished, she could wake the husband up.
The strangest part, like I said a minute ago, the strangest part is that the uncle just instantly knowing that
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what he meant, which makes it feel a little urban legendly, like it's just like an urban legend.
Yeah, but it wasn't like, oh, my friend's brother's cousin. It was
Yeah,
her
but
uncle.
the whole like missing quarter piece is just
Yeah, but also at the same time, we're hearing the story as she
look,
woke him
you
up.
pushed me into
No, 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 I know,
debunking
but I
this.
also got to defend it.
Okay, okay.
So they summarized because
Hmm.
we don't need to know what the soldier looked like, but maybe she was like, this soldier,
Yeah, that's true.
she
Maybe
described him, and then she was like, and
put his hands
he put his
up.
hand up. He tried not to let me be afraid. He
Like it's
kept
in his
pointing to your
pocket.
bag.
It's in his bag. It's in his pocket.
Yeah, and the friend was like, or the uncle woke up thinking, that sounds like my friend. Why would you see him? Oh, no,
Hmm.
no, 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 no.
Hmm.
Or maybe, ooh, 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 it's all coming together.
Okay. What
Maybe that uncle was dreaming so heavy
about him?
about his friend. And when he woke up, was like, something's wrong. You know, when you wake up and you have
Oh,
that gut feeling,
yeah, yeah.
and then,
And see, that's to
oh,
me more of a premonition
yeah,
and more of like
and then a
so.
ghost to back it up. Yeah, you're right. You're
Well,
right. You're right.
I don't know how I feel about a ghost being there. Like, okay, I'm gonna stretch myself a little bit here to say I don't believe in ghosts lingering.
Okay. But maybe
It
they'll stop
seems
in for
it
a
seems
minute.
so bizarre to me to think that something can stay long enough to haunt and premeditate and plan things out. It seems like a lot of brain power for something that's dead.
Okay.
So that's where I'm like, that seems a little silly. But like the energy leaving orbit,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
you
still like
guys.
trying to fight it. I'm like in this like
This
internal battle right now.
is huge.
It's just an internal battle. It's
I
like,
love it.
I would love it to be there. I would love for any one of my family
Okay.
members, but also I'm a little bit pissed at the family members that have left me that I'm like, why didn't you stop in and leave me a quarter? I'm sure I'd let you borrow something at some point. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what I believe in that, but I would believe more in a spirit, something
Oh my
leaving
gosh.
on the way out,
This is amazing.
a message, and then being gone.
This is the most exciting night of our
But
podcast.
it would have to be a super blip.
Okay, fine. Fine, I'll take a
And
blip
even
because a
then,
blip can turn
and
into a
even
couple
then,
seconds and then a couple of minutes.
don't you worry, all you skeptics out there. I don't even believe what the fuck I'm saying.
I believe it.
I'm just saying I would love for that to. I always wish it would be, right? I'm
Yeah.
always there. I'm like, that would be amazing if the last thing this person did on this earth left this person that quarter. Like, what a sweet memory and a sweet thing for this person to go out doing. That'd be
Yeah.
great. Like, I wish that I had the ability when I leave here to go and make peace with everything that I left opened.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thought. It's a beautiful thing that it's so
That
beautiful.
could happen. It can
It's
happen.
so beautiful. I hate to taint it. But then
Don't
there
say
is
taint.
reality. Not Aaron Taylor.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
But then there just is sometimes reality where I feel like, yeah, we don't get to do that. And that sucks. I wish it were. But that story is beautiful, and I don't want to mess it up. I
I don't
don't want
know.
to put
I
anything against
think you
it.
believe it a little bit.
I think I wish I could. I really do. Like, I feel like people hear me in my skepticism and they're like, oh, whatever. She's just like stubborn as shit. And yes, yes, ask my husband. I am very, very stubborn. Or ask Erin.
Yeah, I was
She
like,
knows. Yeah,
husband,
right.
get out of
Right.
here. Ask me.
Yeah, you've known me since birth. No, I've known you since birth.
That's true. You had
For
4
for
miserable years
4
without
years,
me.
for 4 years, I was pleasant as all could be. Never stubborn.
Oh no,
And
I
then you
made
came
you
along and was like,
bitchy.
"Oh, I'm gonna be pretty stubborn with this." No,
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
I went from stubborn to bitchy. Sorry, I love
Yeah, boy, you made that jump real fast. No, I would love to believe it. I wish I could. I just don't. I wish it were like that. It just
you. You
isn't.
gave it a little bit. I'm gonna just let it happen. I'm gonna let it lay.
Okay. Okay. Let it lay.
All right. Do you have a fan favorite?
I do. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is one fan favorite that should have been done a long time ago,
Okay.
but I've saved him for a while.
Oh, him.
The one, the only, Richard.
Oh, I know why you haven't picked Richard
Yeah,
yet.
because Richard and I go back and forth.
Yeah, you love to fight with
fine.
our true believers.
Well, they like to
Actually,
come at
they
me.
like to fight with
Okay,
you.
thank you. They like to come at me, and it's fine. I appreciate it. I'll go back and forth. I don't
That's
mind.
right.
I don't mind, but I really do appreciate Richard. Wonderful person, amazing supporter of our podcast.
Yes.
So I asked Richard, what could we plug for Richard? And now I asked them on March 26th. April 9th, they responded.
Oh, well, Richard is too busy for us.
It's fine.
We get
it's
it.
fine. But I loved it. Oh, shoot. I haven't seen this until just now. Am I too late?
Oh.
Oh, Richard. Do you listen to the podcast? You're never too late.
Yeah, we're never prepared.
No, get on in here. We got you. You got us. It's fine. Richard asks if they can shout out or plug their friend's book.
Okay.
Absolutely, of course. And they say, my friend actually has 2 books, but only the first one is available as far as buying new goes. The first book is called Birth of a Queendom.
Oh, okay.
Right? And the author is Velvet Rose Hopkins.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Let's all get this book. It sounds
They
amazing.
they were born to be famous, or they made their
Absolutely.
name to be
Yeah,
famous.
either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they picked a great name. Or their parents did. Either way, somebody picked a great name out there. You can get on Amazon Kindle or paperback. And I was like, oh, awesome. Thank you, Richard. And then God Love Richard said that apologized for responding because his father passed away recently. So we want to just say
Oh,
we are so
Richard.
sorry, Richard, that you've been going through that. And
Yes,
our hearts are
absolutely.
with you for sure. And we will definitely plug your friend's book.
Yeah.
And thank you for all your support, all your banter. I love bantering with you, Richard. I
Megan
do.
loves a good argument.
Oh, I love a good argument. I love a good advice. I mean, just like talking in general.
Yeah.
You know, it's how us Leos do.
You know what I have learned as somebody who is very cheap and very rarely buys books myself?
Yeah.
You can call your library and request that they'll stock a book,
Oh, nice.
and that helps the author too.
Oh, that's great.
So even if you're like, oh, I don't really want to pay for this book
Oh,
because I
definitely do
never want
that.
to pay for a book. I'm
Right.
so cheap. But you can call your library and just say, hey, I really want this book.
Very
Could you
cool.
add it to your, your list of things you might get? And then that helps not only get their book out there for other people, but it kind of helps boost their sales.
Oh, that's perfect. Let me say the name again because that's how I listen to podcasts. I'm like, oh, well, I wish I would say it again.
Yeah.
So, because, you fast forward too much or too soon and then you're like,
Right.
just
Yep.
forget it. Yeah, that's what I did like 2 days ago. Okay, so the name of the book is Birth of a Queendom, and the author is Velvet Rose Hopkins.
Okay.
There
Great.
you go.
All right. Well, thanks. We'll definitely check that out.
Absolutely.
All right. If you would like to find out anything about our podcast, you can go to our website at www.myskepticalsister.com, where you can find out how to contact us. You can find our P.O. box, find out about how to become a Patreon. $3 a month gets you a sticker, gets you a magnet, gets you all the free content we put out about once a week, extra bloopers and advice. And our $5 a month gets you all of that plus our movie night once a month. So it's a lot of fun. You should join us. You can write us in directly at myskepticalsister@gmail.com. You can rate, review, subscribe. That helps us out so much. We really ask you to do that. It takes you just a minute. But if you don't like us, just don't do that part. And you can tell your friends about us. You can find us on social. We have a Facebook page that we're on a lot. Like, we're very prevalent on that Facebook page. You can also find us on TikTok and Instagram. And I think that's everything, right?
It is.
Okay. We'll talk to you next week.
See you later. That's military.
You are lying. Is it
No,
really?
It is. It is because it's they don't like to say goodbye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's really sweet.
It is. It's very sentimental. It's very sweet and it's very fitting.
La 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 la.
No, I don't want any notifications. No. Not me.
100%.
I slid it
Yeah,
up
you
for a
got-
long time.
you got to
It
live
was
it up.
great. It was a good time.
This is a public service announcement. Don't get married at 22 when you were wait till you get married type of girl. That was lame. Maybe he'll die early.
Yeah, one could hope. And Melinda, she doesn't really mean that. It's just for
No,
comedy.
I'm totally kidding.
Melinda is her mother-in-law who listens for those who are new.
Gen Zers, Kansas City. Nope. Gen Zer. Nope. Hold on. I'm going to take a drink.
That'll help.
My friend Allie says, I got a bubble in my throat. That's not what Allie says.
It's a really weird thing for Allie to say in that moment. Alas, no.
Nope. That's not what I said.
Hold on, let me drink.
That'll help.
See you laters.
Your voice got so sweet.
Well, it can do that from time to time.
See you laters. I was like, really, you're like almost like baby doll.
Sorry, was that annoying? Let me try it again.
No, it wasn't annoying. It was just, it was like suddenly very sweet.
Well, I was trying to be very sweet, Erin. Okay, you mean try to go very military? See you laters. Hey, Rue. Megan here.
You're like, I didn't realize you were going to talk directly to her.
Oh, I'm going to talk directly to Rue.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to apologize really big right here. I read this article that said that military.
While I was talking.
While I was talking, I was multitasking, if you will. And it said all the see you laters, meaning all the times that military people say see you later. So I thought military people said see you laters. But again, do what you do and make me sound smart because they're paying you. Here we go. You ready? And also, we love you so much. Thank you for putting up with all of our bullshit.